welcome to DNVlogsLife. Today I'm going to make delicious plantain porridge. I've actually made it right over here.
It smells like so good.
It's so good, so yummy. So this is a collaboration with Just Eniola's channel, so you all have to check it out. We're going to be doing, what are we doing on your channel?
We are doing a mukbang on my channel.
Yes,
we're gonna tell some interesting stories,
and the mukbang will be eating that plantain porridge, and we're going to be telling you an interesting story. But first of all, let's make the food, or let's teach you how to make the food. Okay, see you. Hi everyone, today I'm going to make some plantain porridge, and plantain porridge is really yummy and it has a lot of nutrients. So we're going to start off with so we have some plantain here. I'm using 3 unripe plantain. I have some small mackerel, about 6 of that, and then half an onion, and here I have some chicken broth, a cup of palm oil, and half a cup of crayfish. Here I have my cayenne pepper. That's about half a tablespoon of cayenne pepper, and half a tablespoon of curry, and a teaspoon of salt. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to chop up the plantain and make it into small bits. You don't want to make too much of big slices because you don't want it to be hard to chew. So just cut off the ends of the plantain, and you want to cut a slit of it like this, and then cut another slit of it, and then cut this into half so that it's easy for you to peel it. So once you do that, remember your plantain, make sure you've rinsed it. This has already been rinsed and dried, and then you just peel it off. Now this is the toughest part, peeling it off, but once you cut the slit like that, it makes it very easy to peel off. So when you've peeled it off, now it's time to chop. To chop it, I usually chop half, cut it in half like this, and then I cut the half into half again, and then I start cutting it to little bites like this. And I'm going to repeat this on this side too. Just cut it like that and cut it into small bites like that. So I'm going to repeat this for the rest of the plantain. So we've chopped up our plantain, and this is what it looks like. So now I have my pot, and in my pot I'm going to add my palm oil. This is 1 cup of palm oil, and let that heat up. So once your palm oil has melted, you don't want to bleach it. So we're going to add the half of the onion. I sliced the onion, so just add half of your onion and let that cook for a while until it's about soft. So let's say about 3 minutes, depending on your temperature of your heat. My heat right now is on medium high. So as I'm cooking, my daughter is practicing clarinet in the background. Oh, but dinner has to be made, people. Dinner has to be made. Okay, so my onion has been cooking for 3 minutes. So now I'm going to add in my plantain. So just gently add it in. So after adding it in, you're going to mix it together so that all the oil gets on the plantain. So next I'm going to add my crayfish. So I'm adding my crayfish in there. So mixing that in really good. And next I will add my mackerel. So you don't have to wait until the plantain fries, because remember we're making porridge, you're not making dodo. So the mackerel, I'm just kind of cutting it so that it's not in big chunks, because it would be unfair for the person that gets the big chunk of mackerel and somebody else doesn't get it. So I'm just mashing it up and then mix it in real good. Now some people add a lot of oil, but we don't like using a lot of oil, so I'm not adding a lot of oil to mine. Now we're gonna add our spices. Remember, we have salt and then pepper and Maggi. And my bouillon cubes, they don't contain MSM. Now the seasoning, depending on how spicy you want your porridge to be, you can assess it, you can change it, but this is the way I like making mine. So just mix it really good. So now I will be adding my 1 cup of chicken broth. You can add any kind of broth you want to it. So that is the first one that I'm going to add to it. So when I add the 1 cup, I'm going to look at it, the thickness I want. If I want it to be too thick, if I want it not to be too thick, I'm going to add another cup of chicken broth again. So let me get some more chicken broth because I think I chopped a whole bunch. So I'm going to add another cup of chicken broth to it. So just half a cup of chicken broth. You see, I didn't use all the cups of chicken broth. And now I'm going to let this cook. I'm reducing the fire now to medium low, and I'm going to let this cook. Always taste your food. So we're tasting to see if we have to add more salt to it. So this tastes good, so I'm just going to cover my pot and let it cook and simmer until the porridge, plantain is soft. So just cover it up. After about 10 minutes of cooking, I'm going to add just a little bit of water to it. Now we're gonna mix it so that it doesn't burn, and then I'm gonna try to see the thickness, you know, maybe it's hard enough or soft enough. So let's test it out to see if it's hard enough. It's still, if it's soft enough, not hard enough. So pressing it, we still need to cook it some more. So I'm going to cook it, let it cook some more. So after 5 minutes, I'm going to try the plantain again, and now I can see, let me try another spot here, so I can see that it is softening up, and I can actually break it up like that. So you do want to make sure so that people are not biting into hard plantain, and my family, they actually don't like it when it's so hard. So after this is done, I'm going to add my spinach. Okay, the reason why I didn't talk about the spinach at the beginning is because some people don't like spinach. So you can use spinach. If you have scent leaf, you can also use some scent leaves, but I don't have scent leaf and I love using spinach in my food. So I'm going to add some spinach to this, and this is just about 1 cup of spinach, and you just want to mix it real good. And I'm going to let it cook for another additional 5 minutes, and after that it is ready to serve. So our porridge is ready, and this is what it looks like. Very yummy porridge. We're gonna eat it, and to watch us eat it, check out Just Eniola's channel. I'm gonna pop up the link right over there, and you want to hear the story of when a policeman pulled us over and gave her a ticket, or nearly gave her a ticket. So check that channel out. I will see you in another video. Thanks for watching. Bye.